So we are here with Always Never Fun from Palermo, Italy. Great show, a lot of energy. So the first question is maybe a little bit silly. Always Never Fun, power violence or fastcore?
I think hardcore.
Pop punk.
Because power violence is hardcore anyway. We believe this.
Behind the name, Always Never Fun. What do you mean by that?
But actually, I don't know, because when we start the band, we start to practice, and when we recorded our first LP, we didn't have a name, so we said, okay, we have to find one. And our friend Dario suggested this name. It's also a song from Stupids, an UK 80s hardcore punk.
And now we have a question from the audience, actually from the organizer. Nico wants to know what's an all down.
Yeah, it's when you take a glass of beer and then you feel it. Yeah.
To do it this way.
But we can do. We want to do an all down. Yes, we can do it for this interview. So this is a.
So we see the players are trying to. Toto is catching up to Kevin. Kevin is the winner.
That was an all down.
Nico.
Cheers, Nico.
The so-called scene in Palermo, Sicily in general. There are many bands. Many bands are formed by you, playing in several other bands.
Yeah.
Can you name maybe a couple of them, just so that people can go and check them out?
So we start from the beginning. The oldest is from Ernesto, because he's the older from us.
FUG, Popsters, Flat Denial.
Okay, Kevin doesn't want to speak, but Kevin plays also in another band called the Big Man. It's a stoner band, and he plays also with Giacomazzi from FUG, and with Carlo, that is the guitar player of my other hardcore band called Negative Puff. And he also plays in another band called Spasticus. They play death metal with Anselmo, that I think you know, from Eraser. And me and Corrado, at high school, we started a band called Elopram. And after that, we start, of course, ANF all together. And I also have a Negative Puff, but I also had Cavernicular. I also had You Are the Problem, also with Giacomazzi and Kevin. And yes, for
you're everywhere, more or less. Then.
Yeah.
And speaking about going back to ANF and your current activities, I was really, really happy to see that the new album came out on 6 to 5. I think it's just amazing that an European band coming from Cal Africa was able to beat many Californian bands. How was the contact with this label, this legendary label, and was that like an emotional thing for you?
So it was funny because I was talking to the other about the contact with Max. When I'm drunk during the night, like often at 3 or 4, I write an email to him, and we start to do in this way.
What do you write?
I love you. We released a couple of records with the Rodel from Berlin, and so I suggested to him, maybe we can do something, co-production with the Rodel and the 6 to 5. So he contacted Max, and he said yes. And after that, all my night was ruined because I have to text to him. The funny stuff is that we finished the mail with the same things. So Toto and go, and he said Max Red.
Any plans regarding your discography?
We recorded at the moment, I think, 17 songs. We are going to release one 7-inch alone and a split with the Skip Life from Czech Republic. Also, the new volume of Hitmania Violence. They already recorded the music. I have to record the voices. I also have to write the lyrics, and so we are late because of me.
You have to drink some beers at 3 o'clock in the morning, so you can write.
No, 3 o'clock. So I only have to text to Max, so, you know.
And regarding the Hitmania Violence compilation 7-inch series, how did it start?
So we started, I think, in 2020, because once I woke up and I said, okay, I want to do a compilation in the way of 6 to 5 era or something like that. The first one was with only with Italian band, and I start to call all my friends. In that moment, Italy was full of power violence band, and every year when I release the volumes, people say, okay, if you want, we can be able for the next one. So I say, okay. Because actually the last one, in my opinion, it was supposed to be the last one. But we played in Czech Republic, and the other band said, okay, we want to be part of it. And okay, so I'm making the new one, and it will be released within this year. If I will do another one, because it's really...
No maximum relax.
Not relax anymore. Not relax anymore.
Anything to add?
The festival was great, and the people were having fun. We had fun, and thanks for having us. It was great. We had a great night.
We're really glad to be here, because we were invited 2 times at this festival, but every time was not possible. And we have to say thanks to our hero, because now he's going to drive to Milano, because tomorrow he has to work.
And he nearly chopped his finger off yesterday.
Yeah. And yesterday, yes, exactly.
Fucking middle finger.
Say something.
Nothing.
I think that's it. Relax.
Relax for everyone. We love you. Ciao.